Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to get more gap trades each and every day. That's right, more trades each and every day. In my course at Lazy Gap Trader, I teach two gap trading strategies. One is the morning gap trades, which you see on the screen here, and we'll talk about it in a minute. And the second are the gap fill trades, and that's where the bonus comes in. Traders who get my gap trades each and every day have already begun to receive the gap fill trade list each and every morning. I'm going to show it to you, and then we'll take a look at what happened after the fact. Let's focus for a second on the morning gap trade and look at Bluebird Bio, B-L-U-E. Before we go into specifics about Bluebird, let's go look at the email that went out to subscribers first thing this morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there were 4 possible morning gap trades on the list today. Only one hit its level. There's one more that's coming close as I make this video about midday. So we'll focus in on Bluebird Bio. I say gap lower. Support levels are $74.37 and I wrote and twice, I just realized that, $69.04. Stop and profit target is about 45 to 60 cents. Let's go back to Bluebird and check out what happened. So here we are on the 1-minute chart again, and you can see exactly what happened when the stock came into the $74.37 area. It became supportive of the market, even if it was only for a few minutes. That's all we're looking for. We're looking for the stock to come into a level that it's attracted to and then have a reaction from that same level. And that's exactly what I teach in my course. I teach how to calculate these levels. So you can see when the stock came in to 74.37, and incidentally, I caught this trade live, and you can see it on the YouTube channel. But look here, when the stock came in and pierced through, even go to this candle, 3 minutes after the open, 9:33, we made a low of 74.05 within the stop loss limitation. And look at that, a couple of minutes later, we're at a high of 75.45 for a nice, big, juicy profit. Even if you took the minimum profit, I took 58 cents. That was a nice profit for me. And then the stock came lower and is now actually headed toward the secondary level that was given out in the morning email. So that was Bluebird, and that's the morning gap trade. But let's go to how we're going to get more trades each and every day. Let's go back to the email that goes out to subscribers every single morning. So here's the morning gap trades, and look what happens when you scroll up now. You have a whole laundry list of gap fill trades. So let me explain this for a second. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping a list of all the open gaps on a separate list. What I'm doing is I'm picking out the 21 closest stocks that are closest in percentage terms to filling the gap, and I'm sending those out to traders each and every morning with the gap trading list at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's producing more trading opportunities each and every morning. Off of this list, we had 2 trades and one came within a nickel of its level and took off the other way, so it missed, but it was a tremendous gainer. So Delphi hit its gap. The other one was NTAP. NTAP was the one that came up a nickel short. We'll take a look at it in a second. And Merck. Merck also was another winner. So let's go take a look at those 3 real quick. Here's a gap fill on Merck. You can see what happened. 58.82 was the gap. That was the level given out to traders in that email you just saw. And it's pretty apparent what happened after that. The stock had a nice rally, pulled back a little bit to that level, went for the retest, and then took off again. So that's a successful gap fill trade. Let's take a look at Delphi real quick. Now you can see where Delphi took off. It's off to the races. But look what's interesting is the 66.32 was the gap fill level. And you can see this candle right here in the middle. It looks to be like a doji candle, but the stock continued higher and didn't act as a reversal signal. But nevertheless, we did have a pullback in that candle, and then the stock went higher. So that was another successful gap fill trade. Now we have to look at the heartbreaker before we go. NTAP. So NTAP, we look at the 60-minute chart. You can see the gap. 34.76 was the number. And let me move this over. And you can see here, the stock made a low of $34.80, missing the gap by 4 cents. And as I make this video, we trade at $35.94. That's classified as a heartbreaker. Anyway, come over to check out the course at LazyGapTrader.com. I'm David Frost. I can teach you how to trade the gaps. It's a wonderful opportunity to find trades each and every day and to have a process to follow and a strategy to trade by. I'm David Frost. Thanks for tuning in, folks.